Hi, Ken Allen here with the MS Gym, and I'm here to give you guys a sneak peek of our movement help desk that we are launching this Friday, the 22nd. I have with me Pam Woods. Hi, Pam.
Hi everybody.
Now, just so you guys know, a lot of you guys are familiar with Pam. You've seen her in the MOC. You may have gotten a welcome email from her, or she's helped you with a tech issue. But I just want to give you guys a little context to this. Pam is really a database geek, I'm going to call her. she is a superstar with anything database technology related. I mean, she's got a lot of valuable skills, and Pam was one of our original members, and I would say about approximately 5 or 6 months ago, we brought Pam on part-time as an employee, and one of the best moves we've ever made. Pam is just a rock star, and really this entire project is sort of been like Pam's baby. We've all been involved, but from the database and technology side of things, she's really she helped us put it together, and she's really move the project along, because like I said, we've been working on this for 4 months, so a lot of planning has gone into this, a lot of thought, and I just wanted to bring her on today to give you guys a sneak peek of what's coming, so you can actually see what the new movement prescription form is going to look like.
Great. Well, okay, thanks, Ken. Thanks, Ken, for that intro. I appreciate that. It's a great pleasure to work with you and Trevor and the whole team here at the MS Gym. So I'm excited that this has come to fruition. It's fun to have an idea and then actually see it coming to be this week. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and launch right into showing the new movement prescription help desk. And so what I'm going to show is the form, how you'll submit your movement prescription requests or any movement related questions that you have for us here at the MS Gym. So let me get the screen share going here. All right. So let me just show real quick that the link for this movement prescription help desk is going to be in the members only corner on Facebook. That's an easy place to go when you need to find it. Ken, you'll also be emailing it out to folks, right?
Yeah, thanks. I'm going to be. We know there's going to be additional questions after this. Beyond this, I'm going to cover everything over the next few days and beyond. I'll be emailing information, so I really just wanted to give it so that there's never going to be a problem getting the link or knowing when to access it. I just wanted to really give people a sneak peek of what's to come.
Great. So this form is in a Google form, and if you've never filled out a Google form, this video will really help you get started. So again, this is for your movement meds questions. At the top here, we have some details about, if it's not movement related, we've got some resources to where else you can go to get your questions answered. But to start filling out the form, I'm going to fill in my email address.
And on that note, just make sure you guys double check. We have a lot of people fill out the wrong email address, so make sure you double check it before you submit the email address.
Yeah, always good call. So let's see. So I've got mine right. I want to point out this little red star here. That means the information is required. So if you try to skip past that, it's going to tell you that you need to go back and fill something in. Put my name in if I can type properly. So you put in your email address and your name, and then you choose one. This little arrow here means that there's a drop-down list. So you click on that arrow, and it gives you the choice between a movement prescription and a movement meds question. And we're going to go through the movement prescription first. For those of you who may not be familiar, the movement prescription is your personalized plan from Trevor. It includes a core program. That's one of the main programs like Sitting Strong, Standing Strong, BGB Boot Camp. And then it may also include 1 or 2 companion guides. So I'm going to take you through the movement prescription first. Once you choose something from this drop-down, then you just click the Next button. And that takes you to the next screen. So the first question is about choosing the description that most closely matches your current level of mobility. And we've clarified that your level of mobility when you're exercising or for the majority of your daily activities. And here are the choices. So I'm going to choose trekking poles because the most of the day, or especially when I'm exercising and need to keep my balance, I use trekking poles. Now you can only choose one thing here, and that focuses it in for us. Pick the thing that just feels the most, what you use most of the time. Now the next question is about choosing your top 3 movement issues. Now, to be honest, you guys, I could pick almost everything on this list. I have a lot going on, but we want you to target your top 3, the issues that affect you the most. For me, I'm going to check knee hyperextension, weak hip, and the neck pain. Now, I also have poor balance. So I think, well, but I really want Trevor to know that I have poor balance. Now, the form is going to stop you from doing that. It turned pink, and down here at the bottom, it says, must select at most 3 options. So now I need to uncheck something to be able to get the form to continue. So actually my balance is bad, but the other 3 issues are worse. So those are my top 3 movement issues. The next question, how much time can you commit to exercising? I'll pick between 60 and 90. Now, how many exercise sessions are you able to do in a day? I'm going to choose 2. So again, these are just radio buttons, so you can just click on the one you need. So now we want to know about your fatigue level. On a scale from 0 to 5, what's your fatigue level? I'm going to pick fatigued with activities of daily living. Now, this is a pretty short scale, and we realize it's not going to fit your, absolutely everybody's exact situation. But what we're looking for is from 0 to 5, where do you fall on that scale? Are you 0? Are you 5? Somewhere in between. So again, pick what feels right. Now, the additional question here about fatigue, does the severity of your fatigue lessen or decrease after a rest? I'm going to pick yes. That's an important piece of information for Trevor to know. The next question, are you able to get up and down from the floor on your own? I'll pick yes. Now, I'll be honest, I need the support of a table, a chair, a sofa, something nearby, but that's okay. This question is about, do you need another person to help you get up and down from the floor? If that's the case, you would pick no. All right, let's see what's next here. So any core programs in the MS Gym that you have fully completed, not partially completed. We want to know the ones that you've completed to the very end. If you're new, you can just leave this part blank. And I'm going to select the ones I've already completed. And you can pick as many as you've completed. There's no limit on that. Now, our next one is a text entry. And we want to know what 1 or 2 of your goals are for the next 6 months. So for me, one of my goals is to walk without any assistive device. Now, I wanted to let you know in this text area, it is limited to 150 characters. We want you to be brief. And if you type too much and it's going past the 150, the form is going to stop you and tell you that you need to decrease that. Again, it'll turn pink. Once you're under the 150, you'll be clear. So just be very brief here and try to take out any extra words. Really try to narrow it down to just 1 or 2 brief phrases about what your current goals are. All right, so what is your current core program? So I'm going to pick my current core, moving, strong, standing. Then this question is, how are you doing in the current core program? So at this point for me, I'm going to choose, I can do it, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to move on. So again, pick the thing that most closely matches. Now, for some of us, we're doing alternating 2 core programs. So if you don't have a second core program, just ignore these 2 questions. But I'm also doing Movement Camp 2. And for me, that one's going pretty good. So I'm going to say I'm rocking it. I've mastered about 90% of the exercises and ready to move on. And that gives Trevor information about just where you are and how it's going. Now, these next two questions can get a little confusing. A lot of the new companion guides have levels. So you're going to tell us what companion guides are you doing most consistently right now. And if you're new and you're not doing any companion guides, you can just lower down, farther down, you can choose none. So I'm going to choose level 1, knee hyperextension. You can just click in the box for whatever level of the companion guide you're doing. Do that one. We want the top 3 up to 3 companion guides here. So I'm going to pick 2 in that top area. Now we've split it into 2 questions because some of the companion guides don't have levels, so they're lower down in this list. And then I'm going to pick the good old Fantastic Four neck stuff because that's one of my issues. And again, if you're new and you haven't done any companion guides, or you're not doing anything now, you can choose none. And that's it. So I am going to click Submit. And you're done. You've submitted your request for a new movement prescription to our new help desk. Yay, this is exciting.
Awesome. So I know people are going to have a lot of questions, but I want to keep this moving because, again, we're going to get to all your questions. I'm going to be addressing everything the next couple of days. Trevor's going to be doing a video on Thursday addressing all your questions. I want to be able to show you the other part of the form.
Yes, so the other part of the form is we would go back. I'm just going to go back here. And the other way to enter the form is to ask if you want to ask a question. So I'm going to pick a different email address there. And now let me just scroll down just a bit. All right, so now I have a movement meds question. And this can be a question about your current movement prescription or another movement question such as you need an exercise modification. So I just clicked next there. Now, within the questions, like I just mentioned, the drop down is way over here, but the little arrow is way over here. But if you just click on that line. So I'm going to put in a question about a movement challenge or exercise modification. Now, again, we're asking you to please be brief. This is limited to 400 characters, so you can enter a little bit of information. So I'm going to say during wall plank marches in MC1, my left leg still doesn't want to lift. I'm saying I can't do the exercise the way that Trevor is showing it. I'm asking for an exercise modification. And that's it. You would put your question here, click Submit. And it's been submitted to our movement prescription help desk, and we will get back to you. I think that's it, Ken.
Awesome. Do you want to, like I said, I know everyone's going to have additional questions. And like I said, we're going to cover all that. I know some of the things I know you're going to want to know. How do I get the form? How many can I submit? When is it going to come back to me? When can I submit them? We got all that covered.
Yeah.
As you can see, we've put a lot of planning into this. A lot of thought has gone into it, a lot of time. And I know with anytime there's a new change in a software program, I'm the same way. Sometimes change could be difficult for all of us. We get set in our ways, used to something. I know a lot of people are used to Kajabi, but the old system needed to be changed. This is going to be 100 times better. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to ask for everyone's patience just for the first couple of weeks as we work through there may be a couple glitches. It comes with the territory when you're implementing something new, but like I said, this is going to be 100 times better. And every movement prescription or modification or movement question is going to be coming from Trevor.
Yep, and I've been in software in my past work life. I was in software. I've been through a lot of transitions like this, and it can be challenging up front. It can be difficult, but once we get used to it, what I love about this is it's really targeting the information that Trevor needs to know from you to give you the right movement prescription. And this really will help him be more efficient and I think, be able to help more people.
Did you want to show a sample, Pam, of what a reply would look like, or do you want to hold off?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that. Let's see. Oh, while we're here real quick, Ken, I wanted to mention that when the movement prescription request is submitted, or a question, there's a reply that comes back from the form. And so it says, movement prescription help desk, thanks for filling it out. And you get a response back when you request something, and it has all of your, the way that you filled out the form. So you can save this, and you'll know when you filled out your form for your movement prescription, see, it's got knee hyperextension, weak hip flexor, neck pain. It's got everything that I filled out. So you will get that email back. Now, once we process your movement prescription, here's what it's going to look like. So it's coming from the MS Gym movement prescription, that got cut off, but movement prescription help desk. Important, new movement prescription from Trevor at the MS Gym. And this is what the email is going to look like. So here's the detailed plan that would come out right here. It's got 2 different routines plus some companion guides. And then we put some notes at the bottom, just some things you may need to know about your movement prescription. So that's what the email looks like that'll come back. And that's not immediate. Again, we'll fill out all the details. We need some time to process. We need a few days to work through everything.
Yeah, we're going to give
it's
you all
not
the
an
details.
immediate thing, but I've got a sample done to show you what it looks like.
Great. All right. Well, like I said, I know there's going to be a lot more questions, and we have a lot more to share with you. We're just warming up, but I did want to. This was a good way to get started by. Again, I wanted everyone to see what the actual form looks like, so in your minds you can understand what we're even talking about when we say a movement help desk. And we'll continue to provide more details the next couple days. We are officially going to open it up on Friday, the 22nd, probably in the evening hours. Don't hold me to it, but somewhere around 6 p.m. Eastern time. Again, you'll get an email notification from me, and I'll post in the MOC, the Facebook group, so everyone will know. But we're definitely launching it this Friday. We're not turning back now. We've come a long way to get to this point. So
Yep.
we're excited to bring this to you guys. And like I said, we're gonna be sharing more, as is Trevor, in the upcoming days. So Pam, thanks so much for your time today. I know you're busy. I really appreciate you coming on and doing this with me. And
No worries.
And thank you guys for watching and listening. And like I said, we'll be sharing more in the upcoming days. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again soon.